Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And I said, "Here am I, send me." Isaiah 6:8. I decided to do another one of these. Just I've got more on my mind that I want to get off my chest, and I feel like doing this kind of helps me process a little bit. Um, but I did want to say before we get started that I had somebody reach out to me today, and I haven't talked with them about mentioning this, so I'm not going to mention their name, but they recommended to me looking over the book of Jude in the Bible, and for anybody who doesn't really know too much about the Bible, Jude is like literally the shortest book in the entire thing. I think most Bibles it's probably about one page, one chapter, 24 verses. Doesn't take all that long to read, but um, it gets into some really interesting uh, aspects of the faith, and kind of I guess how our faith can be corrupted, and just you know guarding against that. Um, so I'm gonna keep rereading it and praying over it, and hoping for some additional insights, because I think that right now, um, being able to focus on the Savior and salvation is really kind of what I need, and where my head needs to be at. Um, but really, the big thing that has been kind of weighing on me lately, the last 2 or 3 days, I guess, is all of these people saying these awful things about how Charlie Kirk deserved to die, how his opinions, his rhetoric, um, caused somebody to become violent and lash out at him. And there's some really insensitive, offensive. There's some unhinged shit out there, and it's really disturbing. Um, but as I think about it, I have some questions, uh, and I think first and foremost among that is whether or not literally any of these people saying these absolutely crazy evil things, celebrating the death, the murder, the assassination of another human being, how many of them have seen the video? How many of them watched Charlie Kirk get shot and watched the life leaving his body? I did. Um, and that's something that I chose. Um, I've done that in the past. 2014, if you remember, uh, Jihadi John, the ISIS executioner, butcher, and they were putting out beheading videos. They never actually showed the people being beheaded, at least not in any of the videos that I saw, but you could see, the still frames of the dead body when they were done. And it does something to you. It scars you in ways that I don't think anybody really understands. Um, it changes you. And that's something that I think you have to be careful about, because you risk becoming desensitized to awful things. You risk becoming inoculated and not being affected the way that a normal human should be by something that is shocking and terrifying. But like I said, that was something that I affirmatively chose to do because I felt that it was important to bear witness to the event. Because part of that is being able to confront and name evil and not flinch in the face of something that is evil. Not everybody can handle things like that. And honestly, sometimes I question whether or not I've even got the stomach for it. I know when they were on Fox and Friends and talking with President Trump, and he said that he hadn't seen the video. He didn't have the stomach for it. His quote was something along the lines of he would have never made it as a doctor. And yeah, that's if you've got certain aversions, that video is going to be really disturbing and upsetting. But I think that it is important that people bear witness to it because it's real, it's raw, it is important. I also wonder if people did see it that hadn't before. Would they walk back their comments? Would they regret the things that they said? And I don't have a good answer for that. I would like to think so. I would hope so. That seeing such a brutal, disturbing act of violence with their own eyes would move something in their heart. But I don't know. We are a lost and fallen people. But I think I've talked for probably long enough, and it's getting late, so. But thank you for watching, and I don't know, maybe we'll do some more of this.